80 degrees, so we're getting a little taste of it, and we're going to warm up quickly tomorrow afternoon. We were also looking at the potential for severe storms tonight and tomorrow in parts of the state. We will talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Brian, thank you. New at 10, private schools and colleges in Milwaukee that originally planned to reopen in the fall might have to go virtual. Under the city's current Phase 4 order, schools are not allowed to hold classes in person. Stephanie Haynes tells us how some schools are now scrambling for a new plan.
Kids have been coming to camps here at Milwaukee Montessori School all summer, so administrators thought they had social distancing rules down for the fall until this week. That's when Monica Van Aken found out Milwaukee's Phase 4 order doesn't allow in-person classes.
It just felt like we were kept in the dark.
She and other private schools are confused. The Milwaukee Health Department posted plans in early June, which showed schools could reopen in the fall with size limits and protective measures. But on Friday, that changed. Health officials said as long as Milwaukee is in Phase 4, no in-person classes are allowed. They acknowledged the confusion and say they've gotten a lot of questions. Still, Monica says it isn't fair.
There are some schools like ours that have been practicing these things with children all summer. As I said, we've had over 100 kids in the building and no one has gotten COVID. So that should count for something.
Monica and others are trying to figure out, do we keep or change the plan?
You're just making some real dramatic changes with literally just a few weeks before school opens.
It's not just private schools, it's also colleges and tech schools. Several Milwaukee college presidents signed a letter to the mayor this week. They're asking for some in-person classes too. They hope someone will change their minds.
Lumping us together as if we all have the same complicated issues to consider, I think is ultimately not going to be helpful for lots of schools.
The Milwaukee Health Department says it'll talk about this more in an upcoming webinar. In Milwaukee, Stephanie Haynes, TMJ4 News.